Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Set.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, ready? Set, cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Falcons at 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the counter, this is Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ready.
2nd down, Franks. To the sideline and incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Ready?
Franks now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The Franks looking to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Setting up play action. Franks. Touchdown! Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Open man is Tucker. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Second and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They go play action with Franks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Franks. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Franks. And the This is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
And he slips up. Before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Goff on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Goff now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brock Wright, 33 yards. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Let's go now.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Franks. Down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Ready.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the double.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Okay.
Now
right.
2nd and 5.
Hut.
Back to throw. Franks. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Franks. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Franks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On first down, it's gone. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now gone. Going for the deep ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Franks now to throw on first down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. And this pass caught by Gray.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
A final shot before break. Franks. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And that one too high and incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now. It's Tucker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oftentimes we're playing some offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about when we're can from the safeties. They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, Tucker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. It's Goff. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The Franks looking to throw. He's got Smith here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Here now a third down and 8.
Ready.
Franks now. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
And the Buccaneer first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Tucker. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs, and they've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel-down times. They've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Franks. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Hand off now to Robinson. Well, he shifts past him. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Franks. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Ready.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Kalijah Kancey in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Certainly some pressure here on young Wei Koo. This to perhaps salt this one away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he pulls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 53 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hut, hut.
Throwing again. Franks. Pass complete to Robinson.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. Use one right here.
3 timeouts left. They can use them all if necessary. 1st and 10 here. That one deep for London.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to almost certainly win the football game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Super one. Tiger, tiger. Whoa.
Now it's gone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
First throw in overtime for Goff. And that is incomplete. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you got to weigh it out as a head coach because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Goff. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Tucker. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Bucs here. And the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for Tampa Bay, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?